Hi everyone, so welcome back to yet another contest screencast. And today we have a Div 2 round. We have CodeForces round 721, Div 2. And yeah, it will be rated for me. So let's see how this one goes. We already have like a lot of people who've registered for it. And yeah, okay, let me check Sublime. Okay, seems to be working fine. Let me just declare the test cases because it is generally seen that problem A like usually has test cases. And also I remember somebody mentioning in one of my video comments wherein you have asked me why exactly do I not have a water bottle when I'm giving a contest. So yeah, I've got a water bottle this time and I will be drinking water now while giving a contest. So yeah, thanks for the reminder. Okay, then wish me luck and 8 seconds to go. I hope the recording is fine. Yeah. So let's begin. Problem A. Given an integer n, find the maximum value of integer k such that the following condition holds: n and n minus 1 and n minus 2 and n minus 3, so on up till k equals to 0. Okay, so if like n is the power of 2, then n and n minus 1 is, 0. So in that case, I will be simply printing that value. And apart from that, I'm wondering if it would require a lot of numbers. Like, can I just start iterating and expect that the number will come out to be 0? Okay. So I don't think that should happen. So in order for the very highest bit to become 0, I will have to take up a number like that. For example, if you look at 17, then the highest bit would be at the position 5, and highest set bit I'm talking about. And for 15, it is like 4. So okay. So should I like just take the number and consider the number that is like hmm, oh right, I can if I'm given a number, I can just pick. Let me just uh, make it to vibration. So I can just pick the number that is the power of 2 and it is highest and it is less than n, and I can take that number minus 1. Okay. Okay, I set it to vibration. I should have set it to silent. Yeah. So I have val equals to val divided by 2. Then you print just val minus 1. Yeah, this should work. 1, 3, 15. Should I consider a number like 16? Okay, gives me 15 again. So this is fine. I'm submitting this one. What if he gives me 1, exactly 1? Then the answer should be 0, right? So yeah, the answer will be 0 in that case. Okay, seems like there is some issue with my internet, or maybe CodeForces is slow right now. So I don't know. Okay, so the pretests have passed, and let's move to problem B then. So the logic here was very simple. I can explain it in my post-contest discussion. Like, I did not talk about it too much. Okay, is that the given string S in the easy version is initially a palindrome. This condition is not always true for the hard version. Okay, a palindrome is a string that reads the same. Okay, that we know. Alice and Bob are playing a game on a string S, which is initially a palindrome in this version of length n, consisting of characters 0 and 1. Both players take alternate turns, with Alice going first. Okay. In each turn, the player can perform one of the following operations. Choose an I, where Si equals to 0, and change that to 1. Okay. Reverse the whole string. Pay $0. Reverse the whole string. Okay. What do they mean by reversing the whole string? Like flipping every element here. This operation is only allowed if the string is currently not a palindrome. Okay. And the last operation was not reverse. That is, if Alice reverses the string, then Bob can't reverse the string in the next move. Okay, that is fine. Reversing a string means reordering its letters from the last to the first. Okay, this is what they mean by reversing. Fine. The game ends when every character of string becomes 1. The player who spends minimum dollars till this point wins the game. Okay. The game ends when every character of S becomes 1. The player who spends minimum dollars till this point wins the game, and it is draw if both spend equal dollars. So if it is a palindrome, then reversing does not really affect it, right? Yep, cool. So if both players play optimally, then okay, choose any I where Si equals to 0 and change it to 1. Reverse the whole string. Okay, if you don't want to put that same, like if you don't want to spend $1, then you can reverse it. Okay, that is fine. So the player who spends minimum dollars till this point wins the game, and it is draw if both spend equal dollars. Okay. So there is like just a single submission till now on this problem, and seems like C is being solved more than B. So let me just check what are the people, like what are the ratings of the people who solved it. Okay, maybe it is doable. So I don't know if I should go with C or, oh nice. So let's see. Choose any I, and so first of all the string is a palindrome. Then what do you do? Then you cannot, you know, then you cannot reverse it. So you have to spend $1 at least. And whenever you spend $1, you should be putting a 1 at an optimal position that helps you. So where should you put a 1? If the middle character is 0, like, okay, it actually does not matter. Okay, so what you can do is that if the string already is a palindrome, then you ask Alice to put a 1 anywhere, and yeah, if she puts a 1, you put a 1 at that same exact position. Okay, so should you put a 1? That is the question. I think you shouldn't. So if you don't put a 1, then she's going to put a 1 and then it is your chance. But then the string might be a palindrome. So if it is a palindrome, then what do you do? If it is a palindrome, then you cannot reverse it. You have to put a 1. So I don't think Alice can win in any situation when it is already a palindrome. This is what I feel. For example, if you start with a string that does not have a 0 in the middle, so it is either a draw or you win. So let's say this was the string 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 1. So she might put a 1 anywhere. Let's say she puts a 1 here, and then what do you do? Then you reverse it, right? So if you reverse it, then she will get a chance again, and she might put it here. Okay, if she doesn't put it here, let's say she puts it here, then what do? Then you reverse it again. Okay, right? She will have to make it a palindrome. Only then will your chance come. Like then will your actual chance come. So if she puts it here, let's say that is the only optimal thing that she should do actually here. So if this is what she does, then what you can do is, uh, yeah. So these two are already done by Alice. Now it is your turn. So you will have to mark a 1, right? If you mark a 1 here, and she marks a 1 at the very same position, then it is not, spoiling your situation. You are already better. So what do you do here? You are already better in this position, right? So she will not put it here. She will try to put it here, right? So what you can do is then you can put at the very same position, and you're always going to win in this situation. So if there are even number of zeros, then you're winning. Then you're winning for sure. And if there are like odd number of zeros, like if this is the situation, yeah, odd number of zeros can only be when the 0 comes in the middle. So what she can do is in this situation, she can put a 1 at this position. So the string becomes a palindrome. So now it is your turn. You put a 1 here, and if she does not put a 1 here, let's say she puts a 1 here, you put it at the corresponding position. So in this situation also you are going to win, right? In this situation also you're going to win. You're not losing here. So I think here the answer is always Bob. You're always winning. Unless there are like no, no zeros. Okay, Bob is winning in every situation. I don't see any situation where there can be a draw as well. And Alice cannot win like that is for sure. So okay, I had to print draw. So this is fine, let's submit this. Okay, maybe a very long queue because a lot of people are submitting on this problem maybe. Okay, wrong answer on test 2. So maybe there is some case that I'm missing, which is initially a palindrome. Okay, let's talk about the other case. Okay, where was I? No, but if there is, okay, I think I missed a case. Like if there is a 0 in the middle and okay, so if count is not equal to 0, if modulo 2 equals to 0, like if there are even number of them, then to Bob is winning, like that is for sure. Else, if okay, in that case, Alice is going to win. If S at n by 2 and then count is greater than 1, then see out S at n by 2 equals to 0 and then right. So if count is equal to 0, then there is a draw. If count is not equal to 0 and it is even number of zeros there, then Bob is winning. If there are odd, okay. So if this is the situation, then Alice is going to put a 1 and then Bob is going to put it and then she's going to reverse it. So in that case, yeah, Alice is winning. Otherwise, if okay, I guess I'm missing a case here. Okay, so the other case cannot be. Like this is not required. So the case that I was talking about here was this one. Here Alice is going to win. Right. So I will just quickly check my code again because I don't want to make a lot of wrong submissions unnecessarily. So if count is not equal to 0, then only we come here. If there are like okay, then this is fine. Else, if count is greater than 1, then Alice is winning. Otherwise, Bob is winning. Yep, this should be fine. Okay, wrong answer on test 2 again. Let's see. Maybe I should read the problem once again. I don't know what exactly am I missing here. So the string that Let me try to think about it on a paper. Oh, okay. I guess I missed out something here. If it is your turn and Alice just reverses the whole string, what happens in that case? So if she just reverses it, then you come back to the same position. And if she does not reverse it, she puts it at somewhere else, then you can put it at the very same index. Now you go back in the same situation. Oh, okay. This is cool. This can always end in a draw if there are greater than if there are even number of zeros and greater than 2. Because what Alice will do is that she will keep making it a palindrome. Instead, Bob can do this, like for the last remaining 2, he can just, oh, this is nice. So there are 2, then you insert it there, put it there itself. And when there are only 2 cells remaining, then you just reverse it, right? So you're winning in that case. So that is done. If count is not equal to 0, if count equals to 0, then it is draw. If count is not equal to 0 and you have like this as the situation, then Bob is always winning. That is fine. Okay. Now if you look at if count is greater than 1, then if Alice inserts it here, then Bob inserts it. Yeah, so in that case Alice is winning for sure. But in case there is only 1 count, then there should be like Bob should be winning in that case. So this seems to be fine to me. I don't know what is the issue. So if n modulo 2 equals to 0, then count has to be even, and in that case Bob is winning, right? And if you talk about when count is odd, I mean when there is a 0 in the middle, then Alice can just put it there and then repeat the same thing what Bob did. Right? And if there is and if count is equals to 1, then Bob is winning, right? So I don't know what is the issue here. It's Bob always wins. Okay, let's try to read the question again. If both players play optimally, output whether Alice wins, Bob wins, or if it is a draw. Okay. The second line contains the string. String is a palindrome and contains at least 1 0. There is no limit on the sum of n. Okay. I don't know. My solution seems to be fine. Also, like people are solving the C problem. So maybe I should go for it. Int n, int string s. Okay. So if count is not equal to 0, then Bob is winning in every situation. Maybe I've read the question wrong. Okay. If count is greater than 1, then yes, you're winning. If it is equal to 1, then you're not. I don't know. Maybe I should try out the C problem. Okay, a lot of submissions on this one. Just one last look at this problem. Okay. The weight of a sequence is defined as the number of unordered pairs of indices. Index is I, j. Here I is less than j with same value. AI equals to aj. For example, the weight of sequence this is 4, 1, 2. Okay. How is it 4? Like 1, 2, 1, 5, 2, 5, and okay, 4. Okay. Print the sum of the weight of all subsegments of A. Sum of weight of all subsegments of A. Okay. Okay, the thing is, how many times will a pair come? That is what they may be looking for here. Okay. Let me think about this. Okay, so I can do it with a map, I guess. All I need to do is check how many times will that number come. Okay, 4, 0. So 1, then you add 1 here. Oh, okay. Okay, so it is talking about all the sub-segments. Okay. Okay. The right pointer can be extended so much, and the left pointer, how much can it be extended? So if you talk about this 1 1, it is coming in how many segments? It is coming in 3 segments, right? And if you talk about the next one, okay, so this should have been answer. Uh, this one was fine. So let's try out this one. Okay, so what should we get? 1 2, this one comes in 2, and this one comes in 2, and this one comes in 1, so 5. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, great. So this problem has worked, and let's look at the standings. So fine, I would say. I think B1 is still doable, like I'm almost there, but just missing something. Okay. Let's get this then. String which is initially a palindrome in this version on line 10 consisting of the characters 0 and 1. Both players take alternate turns. Alice going first. So if it is even, then Bob is always winning. Because when Alice puts a 1, Bob can put a 1 again. And then Alice cannot reverse the whole array. And at the end, when there are only 2 zeros left, when Alice puts a 1, then Bob can maybe reverse it. So Bob wins in that case for sure. But what about the case when there are odd number of zeros? Can Alice do something differently here? Okay, I guess Alice can do something different here. But apart from that, what she can do is she can put a 1 at the middle element, and then it is the whole process reversed, and then Alice wins in that case. Because whenever Bob puts a 1, Alice puts a 1, and when there are only 2 zeros left, then Alice reverses the whole array at the end. So in that case, Alice wins for sure. I don't know what is the issue. Like, I'm covering all the if else cases. None of the if is empty. And but yeah, I'm missing something here. Something very crucial. So if Bob will win. Am I printing the right things? Maybe there is an issue with the printing part. So Alice, Bob, draw. Seems fine. So they're saying that they've ensured that it is a palindrome. Okay, let me try out cases. That should help. Can there be a draw as well here? No, I don't think there can be a draw in this case. So I think the issue comes only when I'm printing Alice and the answer is Bob. And I'm assuming this is fine. Like if it is even, then you cannot do anything here. You are always going to win. Or can there be some other case? Let's see for 2. For 2, Bob is winning. That is fine. For 4, if Alice puts it here, then Bob puts it here, making it same. So Bob is winning in that case for sure. Okay, can I have a palindrome in length 6? Still, like, the number will be even only, right? If I'm talking about this. Can there be odd number of zeros in an even length of string? I don't think there can be. Okay, let's look at what is happening in the submissions. So you have 3,000 people who've solved it. Okay, great. Should I go for D maybe? D and E. Oh, B2 is of like the same value. I think I'm missing out a very small case, edge case here, that I'm not able to think right now. Can the game end in a draw? I think I'm covering this case fine. For even and odd. Can this one end in a draw? No, it cannot. But can the first one end in a draw? That is the main game. Oh, I think I have missed out something here. What if this was the case? 010. Oh, I think it should have been count here. Whoa, this is insane. Okay, that was like a very bad assumption. Thinking that if n is even, only then count will be even. I did not consider this case. I think this is the edge case that is preventing a lot of people from getting it right. So yeah, you can look at this edge case if you two were having wrong submissions on this problem. Okay, this was, I don't know. I should have directly put count here. I don't know why did I put n there. Yeah, I put n there because I was assuming that if n is even, then only count will be even. Oh, oh. Cool, cool. So now we're in a much better situation and we can think about B2 now. So I received a very few points for this problem because yeah, there were two wrong submissions and okay, never mind. So here it is not guaranteed that the string is a palindrome. Okay, this is interesting. So I have a lot of time, like 1 hour, to do this problem, and I should definitely think about doing it. Okay. Anyway, let's try to understand this one.